The Prophet, peace be upon him, couldn't have been a false prophet due to this one specific reason, which for me personally is the biggest proof of his prophethood.
All right, let's check it out.
Once the Prophet, peace be upon him, received the revelation of Islam and he started to preach Islam just by talking. No wars, no force or anything, he was just talking about Islam.
Yeah, initially the Prophet Muhammad tried to spread Islam peacefully. The Meccans didn't like it, and so they tried to bribe him. When that didn't work, they persecuted him.
And the people of his tribe hated this, so they offered him all the things you can imagine. Money, women, gold, literally leadership of the whole tribe. A false prophet would definitely take all those things just to stop being persecuted and to get all of that power. But the Prophet, peace be upon him, declined all of this and continued to be persecuted for years. Any person who's sincere with themselves would realize that this logically just doesn't make sense. Why would he decline all of those things if he was a fake prophet?
Any person who wants to be sincere with themselves would recognize that's not the end of the story. In 613, Meccan persecution begins for the Muslims. In 622, Muhammad leaves Mecca and goes to Medina. And in 623, Muhammad launches his first raids against the Meccans. And for the rest of his life, we would see him do this over and over. Islamic sources say he launched 27 military raids in his life. And by 630, or the early 630s, he conquers Mecca. While in the meantime, in Medina, he actually raids all of the Jews and either expels them or unalives them. We see in Sahih Muslim 1767 that he says, I'll expel the Jews and the Christians from the Arabian Peninsula and will not leave any but Muslims. And in Sahih Muslim 41, he says, you will fight against the Jews and you will unalive them until every stone would say, come here, Muslim. There is a Jew hiding himself behind me. Unalive him. And guess what Muhammad is doing in all of these raids? Getting spoils of war. In Surah 841, we learn that Muhammad gets a fifth of all the spoils of war, including women. When we look in 623, the primary motivation of Muhammad attacking the Meccans was because of their caravans and the merchandise that they had with them. Because Muhammad rejected the Meccans' offers and received persecution for a time, so that one day he could come back and take it all for himself. This guy's argument falls apart with any historical research. Muhammad was not some peaceful prophet who just laid down when persecution came. The exact opposite. He fled, he built an army, he returned, and he took them over, taking everything. Because the true marker of Muhammad's life is not prophethood, it's military conquest. He started out peacefully, and when that didn't work, he turned to violence. And all of that information is from Muslim sources. That's where we see who Muhammad really is.